Okay, so this video is about improving tibial rotation using PAILs and rails. So that's a functional range conditioning methodology, which is basically just contract, relax. So it's basically a neurological trick. We get the body to ramp up so much, overstimulate, and then it calms down, and then you have this new calm environment, no tension on the muscles, no hypertonicity, and you can actually go into more range of motion. It's a really quick way that you can improve range of motion. Does it last? Well, it depends on what you do afterwards. So this is what I would do for a mobility or the beginning segment of what your workout is, or if you want to do this daily, you can. And if you really struggle with range of motion of the tibia, and that's impairing your ability to, function normally, or you have pain, maybe do this more frequently. You really can't overdo it. It's like an isometric, so even though it's a heavy isometric, you should be ramping up really hard. It's still an isometric, so it's still not creating as much stress as heavy load would. So just keep that in mind. You still want to do things that are going to be challenging your body in different ways by loading it as well, and then working on more integrative patterns and functional movements too. So what we're going to do is if you assess keeping your foot flat on the ground, tibial internal rotation, and then tibial external rotation. So you would say that I have tons of IR and I'm limited in ER. So I want to improve my external rotation. So how are we going to do that? Well, I'll show you. So basically we're going to start in external rotation when we do this exercise. You're going to try to pull into internal. You're not going to go anywhere because you're going to have a block. And you're going to ramp up all the way to 100% of your max effort. Hold that for 5 seconds. And then you're going to remove your block. And then you're going to try to actively go into more external rotation. So you're going to try to pull this way more for about 10 seconds. You're going to relax a couple seconds. Catch your breath because it should be challenging, and then you do it 2 more times on this side before switching to the other side. So it's really quick. Here we go. So one of my favorite ways to do this is a block. I like to do this one. So right leg, right arm on top. This is coming through and blocking this. So I'm basically blocking my femur from doing anything. Max here, so actively there. I could go passively maybe a tiny bit more. Can't go any more than that, so here we go. So I'm gonna 10%, 20, 30, 40, I'm pushing to the left. 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Hold it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. Kidding, only 5 seconds. Okay, and then you're gonna actually pull away. Let go, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, relax. You can change your position, so that's a little bit more at 90 degrees of the knee. You can bend it, but functionally, unless you're doing deep squats and you're having impairments of tibial rotation while you're squatting, maybe you don't want to work on that deep range of knee flexion because it just doesn't make sense. Most people don't get into this amount of knee flexion to have problems with their tibia in that position. So keep that in mind. More functional would be more of a straight leg position. All right, so next one, I'm just gonna do one more really quickly. Let's go a little bit into maybe that knee extension position. I'm gonna lean forward, same thing. Go as far as I can here. Take my hand, hold it there, and then I'm going to try to push into it, but I'm trying to also block and not let this hand move to the side so you don't break out of that position. You can also put this foot against something that's not going to move, a doorway or something like that. Just be really conscious of the femur positioning. So if I'm going into more external rotation, I'm going to be blocking by pushing into more femur internal rotation, and vice versa. So as I'm gonna be pushing my foot this way, I would have to push my femur this way, or my whole leg is gonna go that way. That's why I do this whole wraparound method, so keep that in mind. Okay, let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we're ramping. 6, that's like 60%, 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay, hold it. 2, 3, 4, you should be shaking. 5, pull. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Quick reassessment. Already better. So I've only done 2, already better, and I've only done it 1 time. So you do create this like quick window of opportunity to now use this new range of motion in terms of strengthening, stability work, and then integrate it into whatever you're doing, whatever you have problems with. Anyways, you can do this daily. I definitely do it on lower body days, before PAILs, before running, before any activity that's usually provocative. All right, have a good day.